Welcome back, Buck Donut. Know a little more than I did yesterday, but still don't know really when it all boils down to it. Yeah, today is gas tank removal. I'm pointing you to the back of the car because it's back there. Do you like long walks on the beach? A glass sparkling white wine, curling up next to a fire with a nice romantic novel, golden doodles, Barbra Streisand movies, the Orlando Magic post Shaquille O'Neal, The Notebook. You said no to 75% of these things. You should like and subscribe to my channel. Buck don't know much. I think we're going with that, at least on YouTube. Like and subscribe. Thank you. Got to do a cleaning, get off the trunk, get from out of inside the trunk. A lot of stuff in there. Get all that out. The gas tank is drained as most of the way, as much as I can tell. And if I have time today, I do gotta go to the school. It's finals week, so my two kids that are in school still are getting out at different times of the day. So basically I gotta make 4 trips to the school. So, and another thing I gotta do today. So I got some good news last night. Some of my parts came in from Rock Auto. It's good news. Went outside and looked. When I got my notification, didn't have parts. Looked at the tracking number. Looked at the FedEx. They had a little picture of it on the porch. Wasn't my porch. It's like, so yeah, go look on my Rock Auto account. And first time I bought from there, and for some reason it auto-populated an address to a house I lived in 7 years ago. So yeah, they're gonna be getting about $1,500 worth of Thunderbird parts over the next few days. Not all of them have been delivered yet, so I'm gonna go by there today. Hopefully they're not dicks. If they did a return on the parts already, by the time I get there, that's fine. Rock Auto did say they'll refund the money if the parts get returned. But, they said there's nothing they can do about the parts that they haven't shipped yet, which there are some. They can't cancel those, which I'm a little frustrated about. And can't change the address on them either, on the ones that haven't shipped yet, because they're too big and it's a big hassle. And these are parts in different warehouses and just basically too much bureaucracy. They can't make it happen. So it's not Rock Auto's fault, but maybe there were some parts that I probably could have gotten from vintage Thunderbird. And without a doubt, if this would have happened there, I could have just called them, said, hey, if you haven't shipped these yet, this is the address they need to go to. Please send them there. And they would have obliged me, I'm sure. So anyway, long story short, gonna go drive around town, see if I can find some of my parts, and just hope the people aren't dicks. Okay, so I had a lot of stuff in the trunk, junk in the trunk.
like an idiot.
Yeah. All I did was remind me of all the work I have to do. That's a lot of all those parts over there. Jesus. Yeah, it's not gonna be fun. Anyway, yeah. So I got to get this cover over the filler tube off. Just looks like, yeah, may just be one screw. Looks like that one's missing. Screw there. Yeah, looks like that's gonna come off no problem. All right, this thing should just pull out now, I think. There we go. Just put the seal on it a little bit. There we go. Filler tube. It's out. Let's see. Shine a light down in there, but I will probably, I saw on Auto Anatomy, another good channel to watch, how he de-rusted the inside of these. He found I believe a piece of, I think he used like a PVC pipe or something with a cap on the end of it. Something small volume that was long that he was able to fill with rust treatment and just stick this entire tube down in it, or I think he might have flipped it over and done half at a time. But I'll probably do something of that nature. But it really, from what I can tell, it's not bad inside, a little rusty down here, but you can see there's a lot of corrosion on there, so I'm sure the inside of this tank is pretty dirty. But yeah, there it is, filler tube. And it is fuming out here now. And I'm gonna try to get these out the right way, back those nuts off the J-bolts, hanging bolts. I am ordering new straps. There is some rust on them, and so part of my parts that are getting delivered to a different house, but you know, hopefully I will recover those. If not, I'll keep these, see if I can clean them up. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get them off without cutting. Probably not gonna video this, it's just two nuts. But get it loose and we'll see what else we gotta do to get this tank free. Well, so yeah, had good intentions, but those nuts, you see the bolt is rusted all the way top to bottom, and you know, they're not backed up with anything, so when you do put a wrench on them, try to get rough with it, it just all kind of turns, the strap turns. So I am going to just cut that J-bolt and I'll try to get it above the top of the strap there. Shouldn't be a problem. I do think I am going to put some jack stands under here. I think that'd be a good course of action, because I'm really not for sure if there's anything else holding these besides the straps. You know, and just don't want to fall and get residual gas and shit all over my garage floor. So try to do my best to not have a catastrophe here. One other thing, I'm not I guess an explosion, gas, fire, flammability, fume expert, but I do know it is the fumes that catch fire, not the gasoline itself. And it was a little fumey in here once I pulled this filler tube out. And I am going to be cutting. There are going to be lots of sparks very close to that hole right there. So I went ahead and stuffed it with this rag. Should give me a good enough seal, you know, to where there's not a lot of fumes coming out of the tank while I'm cutting. It's just going to be one bolt, should be quick, but you know, might as well try to do what I can to be safe here. Best I know how anyway. I'll let you know if I catch on fire here in a second. Took off the little plate where the wire I guess that goes to the fuel sending unit. Unbolted that, cut my 2 straps off in a little bit of the tank, and did not blow up, thankfully. But yeah, so it is still in place. So I am going to consult my manual and look at how you remove this thing. So I thought it would be, God, I've got shit everywhere. But I thought this was actually part of the tank, but that is not. That is just sheet metal. You see the tank is underneath all that, and the straps are gone. That little plate, you know, wasn't holding anything to begin with, but everything's loose from inside that I can see. I don't see any bolts anywhere. But yeah, let me look at the manual and see. I may just need to pull on it a little bit, get it to come free. Well, in reading the removal, it doesn't say anything about any other bolts, so I'm thinking it's probably just seam sealer holding it up, and I just gotta quit being a pussy and get down there and pull on it. Yep, little persuasion. Just put my little pry bar in the corner there, pried it loose, and it came tumbling down, and no one died. So pull it out, get a look at it, but that is a fuel tank removal on a 65 Thunderbird, probably the same 64 and 66, but yeah, it is all loose. One thing I did do, I unplugged the wire to the sending unit before I dropped it. It is still kind of hung up on a little rubber grommet or something inside there. Let's see if I can look down in there. Get you in there too, and some light. Yeah, here's my camera skills. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Get the, yep, there is rust in there for sure. But yeah, probably a good thing where there's still some gas in it. Of course, I will use every ounce of it. Been putting it in my Chevy truck. So far, haven't had any issues. The gas wasn't in there long. It was pretty much empty, and some guys where the car got delivered filled it up actually, so trying to be nice, not realizing that I didn't really need gas in this thing, but yeah, there it is, the old gas tank. All right, one less thing to do. Say hello.
Are you videoing me?
Yeah, I'm videoing you.
Why?
Because you're going on the video, that's why.
Why?
You're gonna be YouTube famous. I have 18 subscribers now. I know. Yeah, so I got some help today. She's out of school, putting her to work. Just cleaning and getting ready to paint a few parts that we can get ready. So we got a bunch of them. So all this stuff saves time. It's a good job for her. Carly's first paint job.
No, it isn't.
It's not?
No.
What have you painted besides
The
this?
vinyl things.
Oh, yeah. That's right. You did do some vinyl painting.
I did a.
Yeah, let's see.
I didn't care about those because you said no one was going to see them.
Yeah, they're under the car. But I mean, yeah, they look good. Look good. And this is, well, that, you're actually not going to see that side either, where you have that. That is a hell of a run.
Yeah.
But that's on the bottom, so.
I don't know on the other side
I think it looks fine. It's good. All right. That's the filler tube cover. That's what that is. Yep, good job.
Thank you.
Smile. Two halves of gas tank. Yeah, they're pretty rusty. So this would be the bottom of your tank. Of course, it's looks the cleanest as far as rust goes. Probably because, you know, typically always had gas in it. And then you can see where it probably sat empty at times. Rusted. The top's pretty rusted, but yeah, that middle third of the tank is very rusted, actually. Very scaly. And it's the same on this side. Again, the bottom's pretty clean. Of course, we did see the debris and stuff that came out of the tank, but middle third is very rusty, and top is, you know, hit or miss. Is it something that would have caused problems? You know, if you were daily driving it, could we have probably cleaned this tank out and used it and been fine? I would say yes, probably so, but you know, now we know we don't have a rust issue, and if we start having you know, issues with fuel to the car, we know it's not starting at the gas tank. We know it's not going to be the fuel lines. It's going to be something else. We can eliminate it to you know, filters and pumps at this point. Because I did go through this 30 years ago with my old truck. It had a fuel issue. It would run a little while, get going, and then it would putter out. 16, 17 years old. Always assumed it was the gas tank. We'd change filters, do all that, run a little while, it would do it again. And it actually would have been easy to change. You know, the gas tank was behind the seat of the truck. So, but I didn't have money, didn't have really, my dad and stepdad, great fathers, but they were not car guys. So, like my, you know, mom's brother or my dad's brother, they were, you know, just my dad's ended up not being. So anyway, we never did fix it, ended up selling the truck. I'm pretty sure that was the main issue with it. So I don't want them to have the same issues. So I always said, if I got a new old car, then I would change gas tank in it. And that's what I'm doing.
Don't let the picture